It was a trip, it was a solo trip, and I had gone to Gomukh and I really wanted to go to Tapavan. And I was praying that I would meet someone who knew the way. And God did send four wonderful people. Two of them were from the Indian Army. That day was a day of great reckoning for me. I realized that day what a strong character meant. I realized that day what is fitness. I realized that day what is not giving up and caring for others. That day I also realized, or since that day I have always had this question in my mind, do we really deserve to be defended by such great, trained, fit soldiers? And as we hear more and more news in the society about the way people treat our soldiers, the question keeps on haunting me. The behavior of the people reminds me of the story of Ashtavakra. Ashtavakra was a great philosopher. He had a body which looked like a crumpled bedsheet, but a mind that could iron out all the wrinkles of the universe. He didn't need abs. He had absolute clarity. And when people judged his appearance, he did not get offended. He simply said, those who judge by others by the body are just cobblers, tanners, people who work with skins, in other words, surface level thinkers, shallow as a spoon. We are an agricultural country. We literally worship seeds and soil. Yet sometimes we forget this golden rule. No farmer has ever judged a seed for being too small or too rough. They don't reject it by saying, इसके पास designer genes नहीं हैं. They observe, they understand, they nurture, and they wait. Because even the juiciest mango came from a seed that is buried in cow dung. That's nature's VIP fertilizer. You can't get sweeter fruit without some crap. Jewelers have a great eye for what is real and what is unreal. Not the WhatsApp kind that can't see beyond a profile picture. A good coach knows potential even when it's hiding behind fear, pimples, and not so good English. A good leader sees diamond in coal, not just the coal in diamonds. Lord Krishna did not have an easy onboarding. Assassination attempts as a toddler, forest survival boot camps, he had to fight, flee, and outwit as a lifestyle. No influencers telling him how to manifest with crystals. Hardship, chisels, heroes. Those people who judge without understanding are like expired milk, full of opinion, zero value, and a kind of stink. They don't build, they belittle. They don't plant seeds, they just spread weeds. And what happens when you plant weeds? Nothing grows except more weed. And not even the kind some people smoke to gain enlightenment. Now, let me tell you about the real role models I have learned from Captain Raghuraman. I've not met these heroes. I just had the opportunity to watch their recordings which they delivered on platforms. I learned from him to stop cribbing. Don't whine about your latte being too frothy when there's a soldier getting shot at with a smile. From General Pandey, I learned that destiny may not be a pizza that you ordered, but how you eat it is your choice. Fold it, spice it up, share it, and make it worth it. From Major D.S. Sanger, I learned that adaptability is your real address. The soldier who can sleep on a rock, eat from a tin, and still deliver, that's mastery. I learned the value of perseverance and the reality that a soldier is one man capable of moving into new places at the shortest notices and learning new things to its perfection, not the chalta hai attitude of fulfilling the minimum requirement. From Raghuram again, I learned that in the army, mistakes are not oops moments. They are obituaries. There's no control Z in war. If there's a toxic person in your life, the kind who struts around with money and no merit, don't argue. Just remember the simple farmer rule. Bad seed equals bad crop, even if the seed is wearing Gucci. Don't give your daughters to them. Don't take their daughters either. Don't even let your goats near them. They're all show, no soul. The kind of people who say, I want to make a difference, but can't even make a decent cup of tea. They are the Netflix trailer of humanity, exciting intro, zero content. Very disappointing. चल गया तो चांद तक नहीं तो शाम तक. If it works, fine. If not, goodbye by sunset. It's a sad thing that many soldiers are being mistreated in civilian world. It is not the flaw in the soldier, it is a flaw in the civilians. You see, weak minds feel threatened by strong character. The average chai sipping, judgment dropping babu has never been made to run 20 kilometers in the sun with a 30 kg sack and a smile, or a policeman who is trying to find ways of fleecing the few people who cross his way. Discipline, conviction, culture, self mastery. These are not PowerPoint slides, they are carved into bone by life. And only those who have trained the mind can respect that. So even if you can't fight wars or survive forests, chant a mala. Observe your breath. Don't be a burden on humanity. Be a good seed, because the country does not need more critics. It needs cultivators, it needs leaders, it needs soldiers of character, it needs soldiers of spirit. Let us take a resolve to become worthy of being defended by them. Let us not judge them from where they came from, but what they have become, and learn from them. Make them our heroes, make them our ideals, and resolve to be at least worthy of being defended by them. Om Tat Sat.